Balls, you're a guy that does that shit comedy on the stage. Well, I mean, it's got to feel crazy, dude. Right? People opening up the phones when you're trying to do your show, trying to do a bit.
Well, I can tell you this: when you do comedy, you're lucky if you see the first three rows
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
way the lights are, you can't really
Yeah. Yeah.
see
Yeah.
past the third row.
Okay.
At least in most places
Okay.
that I've done, like big venues, you can't really see past the third row. So that's why
Like
they tell you when you go to
Uncle
a
Vinny's
comedy
by
joint.
me.
Oh,
You do Uncle Vinny's by me in Point Pleasant Beach. Uncle Vinny's.
I ain't been over there yet. I ain't been up in the Northeast yet at all. I did
Oh, okay.
Cali, I did Texas,
Okay.
I did I did the whole southern route from Florida to California and back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then
Nice.
and then when I got out to Cali, I tried to hook up with Paul because Paul had told me, "Yeah, give me a call when you come out this way. You can stay with me, this and that." But then
Right.
I
Right.
started
Right.
thinking about it, Mick. Now think about this, Mick, and I know you're
Yeah.
gonna understand because you're like me. We're old school. We got a different way of doing things, you know.
Right. Yep.
Me and Joey already spoke about this, and he feels the same way. There's no way I'm gonna feel good about myself if I make it to the top riding on
Right.
coattails of others.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
A
Exactly.
man
Yep.
is not a man unless he's self-made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
your own thing. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't take nothing for granted, and you don't owe anybody. You don't take no loans. If you ain't got it, you gotta learn how to do without it.
Right. No, I
And
hear
that's
you.
just the way I was raised. You know what I mean? Like I'm just an old
Exactly.
school
Yep.
type of dude like that.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I hear
So
you.
Big
I
ass.
I
think
hear you.
Paul, I think Paul got a little upset with me because he's invited me to his house a few times, and
Uh
every
huh.
time I tell him no, I'm good. Because what he
Yeah.
wants to do is he wants me to come out to Cali and he wants me to do like the Laugh Factory and Ha Ha's and
Uh huh.
the improv and you know what? That's a
Okay.
dope idea, dude. But you know
Yeah.
what?
What's
As a
wrong with
regular
that?
comic that like me, a regular comic like me that doesn't have his name out there, I'd be lucky to
Right.
be in the fucking audience in that place.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be that because he's opened the door for me I got more advanced than someone who's trying hard. Like for instance, we know comics that try hard. I know comics that have been
Yeah.
in the business 30 years and can't get into that fucking club.
Well,
You know
that's
what I'm
because they're
saying?
not good enough. That's because they're not good enough, probably. If he
Well, it's
sees
either
something
that
in
or
you,
they don't
it's
use
not a
the
bad
connections that
thing.
they're offered.
It's not a bad thing to take a hookup from somebody. If somebody sees something in you, a spark, and says, "Hey, listen, I think you should open up here, 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 and here." It doesn't mean that you're riding on somebody's coattails. It's just saying it's somebody giving back because that
Well,
somebody probably did that to that guy. You
I had
know,
a heart to heart with
it's
Paul when this all started, and
yeah,
Paul did what he didn't say it, but he said it without saying it. That what he wants to do for me is what he did for George Lopez, where he let him sleep on the couch and
right.
plugged him with everything he was doing just to get his name out there. And then George
Hmm.
Lopez got too big for his fucking britches, flew too close to the sun, and now he wants to be a douchebag to anybody who's of Latin descent. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So Paul's kind of pissed off about that. He's like, not that he owes me anything, but fuck, bro, now
Right.
you're stepping on my toes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand that point of view too, but I don't want to be put in that situation. Like I
Yeah.
don't
That's
want to, I
cool.
don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
No, I hear
So
you.
I'd rather
Some
just do
people
it
are
on
like
my own.
that. Yeah.
But he
Some
got
people are like
very
that.
upset with me. He got very upset with me. He's like, we live in a society where very few of us uplift each other. Us old
Exactly.
school guys are different, and these young guys are so selfish and they only think of themselves. And he's
Right.
like, and you're acting just like them. And I'm like, why? Because I won't take a
Mm.
handout.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
acting
see,
like
that's
them
not a
because I won't
handout.
take a
That's not a
handout.
handout, though. That's not a handout. I mean, you might think it is, and that's cool. That's cool. That's your own. That's your
I
deal.
just
That's
want
cool.
to, you know what?
I
It'd
don't
be the
think of it as a
same
handout
thing.
because
It'd be the
you
same thing
worked
for
to
me.
get that.
Listen,
You
to
worked to
me,
get
it'd be
that
the
respect
same
from him.
thing.
If you
I
didn't
am
Right.
work to
chill
Well,
get
today,
respect,
I
Shaggy.
earned his
you
respect,
know.
dude. I earned his respect.
Yeah.
Trust me when I tell you, we sold out.
Exactly.
We,
Yeah.
we
Exactly.
sold
That's
out
what
the
I'm
club
saying.
in 2 days in a row, bro.
Yeah.
But but the deal about it is in a white neighborhood at that, an old white neighborhood, he sold out off the hook, bro.
Yeah,
Marco
but Paul
Island crowd.
Rodriguez,
He sold out with
Paul
the Marco
Rodriguez is
Island crowd.
he's
Oh yeah.
liked by every ethnicity. He's not a he's liked by all. He's a safe. Paul Rodriguez is a safe comic. You know, he's safe. He's a good comic. He's safe.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
funny
yeah,
as
yeah.
hell.
I
I mean,
told
I
I
haven't
told him
seen
you two.
his.
I said we were smoking a joint behind the club one day, and I was like, he
Yeah,
was like looking paranoid, right? And I was like, don't
he
worry, bro.
smokes.
I won't ruin your Disney persona.
I was gonna
He's like,
say
oh,
he
you think that's
smokes.
just
I didn't
funny?
even know he smoked. Yeah.
Yeah, he does a little
Mm,
bit more than just smoke. He smokes, but
mm-hmm.
we smoke.
I hear you. Yeah.
We went through a
Yep.
bottle of
Yep. Yep.
tequila the night I met him.
Yeah.
The night I met him, I was so drunk I couldn't drive. I had to call an Uber to take us both home.
Jesus
That
Christ. What year was that?
was
When did you first meet him?
2017.
Oh
Dude, I
shit.
met him by
Okay.
accident. Let me tell you how the blessings happen in life. Let me tell you how the blessings
Yeah.
happen.
Let me
So
hear it. Let me hear it.
remember I was telling you how I'm friends with the people at the radio station down there, Flying Brian. So is Joey, by the way. Joey's cool with them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Flying Brian and them from 105.5 The Beat. Shout out to
Yeah.
105.5 The Beat, iHeartRadio. But anyway,
Okay.
Brian
so
Damon.
I called the
He's a good
radio
dude.
station. I used to call the radio station every morning and give them like a daily report and crack jokes and say good morning and whatever over the radio.
Right, right.
So
Yeah.
they always used to dedicate like a half hour of time to me every
Yeah.
morning
That's cool. That's cool.
between 15 minutes and a half an hour. So
Nice. Yeah.
one morning it was like 6:15 in the morning and my
Yeah.
phone rang and I was like, who the fuck is calling me? And it was their phone operator that they had at the time, Rob the Phone Freak. And he's
Wow.
like, yo,
Ah.
Smalls. He's like, yo, Smalls, you're gonna want to call in at 8 o'clock today.
Right.
And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, bro,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna want to call in at 8 o'clock today. I said, all
Okay.
right, cool. So I set my alarm. I started nodding out again because to me, I didn't know what the
Right.
fuck's going on, right?
Right.
So I call in at 8 o'clock. I turn on the radio and I hear that they're interviewing somebody, but I didn't get to catch who it was that they were interviewing.
Right.
But I called in. So when I call in, they add me to the call. Oh, we got Smalls on the line. Da, da, da. I almost doxed myself. You saw that? We got Smalls on the line. Da, 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 da. So I get on the
Yeah.
phone and it's Paul Rodriguez on the fucking line, bro.
No
And
shit.
my grandmother had just passed away that year, that
Oh
like the
shit.
year before. And my
Yeah.
grandmother loved Paul Rodriguez.
Okay.
So as I'm talking to him, Flying
Oh,
Brian is telling him, yeah, Benny's a local comedian. Oh, fuck, I did it anyway.
right.
Yeah, Smalls is a local comedian. He's a funny guy. You know, he does his thing, blah, blah, blah. And the owner of the club, um, um, Captain Brian, was saying the same
Right.
thing. So
Right.
Paul's like, oh, what are you doing tonight? I was like, actually, I have tickets to come see you. He's like, no, you're not going to need those tickets. You're going to be on stage. Why don't you open up for me tonight? Bro, I started
No
crying on the
shit.
radio. I was
Damn,
crying on
man.
the radio, dude. As soon as we
Damn.
hung up the phone, like, and I got
Yeah.
off the radio, my phone
Yeah.
fucking blew up, dude. I had people fucking
Yeah.
calling me, and my boy Chico was the first one to call me. He's like, nigga, you're going to be rich. Nigga, you're going to be rich. He's like, yo, all I want to know is,
It's a
bro, can I
mood.
come swim in your pool? I just want to swim in your
Buddha.
pool, nigga. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was funny. It was
Yeah.
funny, bro.
Damn, man.
But I cried, bro. I cried. My mom called me crying. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. It was great. It was great.
Huh.
So
Jesus
then that
Christ.
night,
That's amazing.
that night we get to the club, right? It was
Yeah.
me, the girl I was seeing at the time. I brought my
Right.
boy Chico and his wife with me as my
Mm-hmm.
plus one or whatever, or the couple that whatever. I brought them with me, my
Right.
entourage. We get to the club and I go to the front door and I'm thinking I got my ID, my tickets and will call. So I'm
Right.
getting ready to pull out my ID and I'm telling them my name and oh no, you're good, Smalls, you're with us. Come on, follow me. They brought us all the way to the front table. We got there. There was already a bottle on the table waiting for us. We all
Yeah.
sitting there drinking. We ordering food and stuff.
Right.
The lady who was supposed to open the host that night,
I will,
Marionette,
Peggy. Thank you very
she
much.
gets on stage.
Yeah.
She does her little routine and stuff. Oh shit! Oh man, I gotta do the link thing for Buddha Mike. Hold on. Damn. All right, Mike, give me a minute, Mike. Let me just finish this up real quick.
Yeah, finish
So
this up and then I'm gonna close it off after this. I'm fucking but go ahead. I want to hear your shit. I want to hear this P
uh,
Rod thing.
okay, yo, I still have not met him face to face. I'm
Yeah.
just in the audience sitting down. So
Right.
Marionette goes up, she calls me up. I do like 5 or 7 minutes on stage. I fucking killed
Right.
it, bro. When I get off stage, I get a standing ovation. I sit
No
down at my
shit.
table. I got people sending me drinks and shit. Then
Mm.
I bring up Marionette back. She goes back and she does what she does. And then she brings up Paul. And when Paul comes up, he starts doing his routine and he's telling jokes and this and this and that. And he said something about this fucking town is dead. What do you guys do for fun out here? And I
Yeah.
screamed out from the audience, "We come watch Paul Rodriguez on stage."
Yeah,
And
Buddha.
he looked down at me. Yeah, I got it on video. This shit's hilarious. He looked down at me. He
Yeah.
goes, "Smalls?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yo, we're gonna meet backstage." He jumped off the stage, and Paul is in his 60s. He
Right.
jumped off the stage, came down to me, shook
Jeez.
my hand, gave me a hug, was like, "I'm coming back. I'm coming back in a minute. I'm coming back in a minute." And he went back up and he did his set. When the set finished, after the show is over, everybody
Yeah.
leaves through the back of the thing, right? So you can take pictures and sign autographs or whatever.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I'm going back there and I'm sitting back in the cut, letting the people go through the line. And Paul stopped the presses, nigga. He stopped everything. It was like, "Yo, Smalls, what you doing back there? Come up here, bro. You was on this
Mm.
stage today." And he brought
Yeah.
me up there. We took pictures with everybody that came through and everything, right? Here's the funny thing. While we were sitting there taking pictures, there was this mother daughter combination that came up, cute
Right.
little Peruvian chicks or whatever. They were from down south, South America somewhere. And
Right.
they were like, "Can we get a picture with you guys?" So, Paul was like, "Yeah, no problem." So
Yeah.
the younger of the girl hands the camera off to somebody to take our picture. What
Right.
she didn't realize is she was handing it to my girlfriend at the time. And then she
Jeez.
gets up next to me and starts hugging up on me and squeezing on me. The mother is squeezing on Paul. And my ex took the picture, but you could see it on her face. She was not fucking happy about it.
Right.
So
Right.
at the end of the night, me and Paul are out back. We're smoking a joint, drinking some tequila. And I was like, "So Paul, what do you have as what gems can you tell me right now? I'm just
Yeah.
starting out. And you say I have the potential, so I just want to know what gem can you tell me right now that'll help me later on
Right.
in the future." He's like, "Get rid of that chick you with." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "If she made a face like that when a woman wants to take a picture with you, what do you think she's gonna do when they're shoving hotel keys in your pocket?"
Oh
I was
shit.
like, "Oh shit, yo, that was the realest shit that nigga
Mm.
ever said to me, bro." He
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Find
Mm-hmm.
yourself a woman that's gonna support you and follow you and
Oh.
got your back no matter what." And
Oh
and
my God.
enter Panda. Ever since I met Panda, bro, every one of my sets has been recorded. Joey will tell you, Joey's been at a couple of open mics that I go to. Who's with me always,
Yeah.
bro?
Panda.
I I always got my
Panda.
girl with me,
Panda
bro.
or
Always.
Joey.
Oh,
Panda or
yeah, Panda or
Dax.
Joey. Yeah, no shit.
Uh,
Yo, it's such a blessing, bro. It's such a blessing, man. That's why I say they happen in the weirdest ways.
Jesus,
oh
I
man.
know.
So
Well,
he left.
Paul
He left that
Rodriguez has
night.
got to be. He's got to be almost
Wait.
70 now,
Listen, yeah, he's past
right?
that. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
73. So
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
that night he left and didn't say nothing. The next day I get a phone call from a number I don't recognize. So I answer the phone. I'm like, "Hello?" And they're like,
Right.
"Hello, is this Smalls?" I said, "Yeah, this is Smalls." "Hey, this is
Yeah.
Captain Brian from Off the Hook Comedy Club. I just wanted to let you know that tonight's set will start at I need you here at this time." And then,
Get the fuck
boom.
out.
Yeah, bro. They had me at opening up for Paul Rodriguez again.
Damn. Nice. That's
And
nice.
that night,
Shh.
Paul comes up to me and he's like, "Listen, man, I couldn't find you on Instagram. I couldn't find you on
Yeah.
Facebook. I didn't know what to look for. I couldn't find you." He's like, "I need a
Right.
way of getting in touch with you." So I was
Right.
like, "Well, I'll give you my number, but my number changes all the time because I'm an Uber driver, so I don't like to keep the
Yeah.
same number." And
Yeah.
he was like, "Well, let's do this." And he made me do an Instagram just for him.
Right.
That's the one that I use now. And that's the way
Yeah.
he gets in touch with me. He messages me through and let me tell you, since I met him, that nigga has
Yeah.
not missed a single Father's Day. He has not missed a single birthday, a Happy
Yeah.
New Year, Merry Christmas, Hope your
Does he
surgery
still
went well. How's everything going? Like he's the true
does he
friend,
still
bro.
tour? He
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
tour
touring
anymore,
right
does
now.
he?
Yeah, he's touring
Is
right
he
now.
gonna is he dropping a dime to you or what? Is he gonna call? Or what do you think?
I
Or are you
mean,
out of the game?
he came and he did Off the Hook recently, like a couple of weeks ago, and he hit me up and was like, "Yeah, I'm doing Off the Hook," and I was like, "Nah, I'm in Orlando now." He's
Yeah.
like, when I do the improv, I'll give you a call.
Okay.
So
Shit.
he does the improv is out here. So hopefully, maybe I will end up on stage with Paul Rodriguez at the improv and open up
Yeah.
a door for me. Who
Hey,
knows?
Yeah,
when
man.
you open up for a big time guy like that, what does something like that pay? When you get like a
I didn't, I
$500
didn't,
spot?
I didn't, I didn't charge him,
Okay, yeah, you do it for the
but
publicity, right?
I did it. Yeah, I did it just to get my name on the
Good
Yeah.
night,
bill.
Uncle Randy.
Yeah.
But
That's
most
cool.
guys will be like, how much do you, depending on how much time you do. Like if I do, for instance, if you do 15 minutes for a big name like that, there's no reason why they
Right.
can't give you $500.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like right now, I just
Uncle
did
Randy, good night, buddy.
I
Go
just
ahead.
did 15 minutes on a show that was a virtual show, and it was a bunch of no-name comics, and they gave me $100.
Nice.
Okay. There you go. Okay.
So I mean, that's
Right.
just my going rate now. Right now, for 15 minutes, it's about 100, 150, depending on who I'm going with.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
But you got to be
Nice.
established to do that shit. You can't just be,
Yeah. No,
open mic
I
and
know.
you know what
You
I mean,
can't be. No, yeah, no, you gotta
bro.
be.
My
Yeah, you
routine
can't be
is
some.
so. I'm gonna send you a copy of my routine. I'll email it to you after this is done.
Yeah.
I'll send you one. I got a few of them. You're gonna get one of my finalist ones. I like the
Yeah.
finalist ones.
I would like to hear something, man, for sure.
Yeah,
I
I got
like
some
that
good
shit.
material. Joey will tell you
Yeah.
I'm not so
Yeah,
bad. I hold my
Yeah.
own. I
yeah,
think
he's
I'm
good.
better as a
That's
roaster
good.
though.
That's
That's
good.
why
That's
I
good.
was like, he's a roaster, man. He's good at
Yeah,
comics, but
see,
he can roast.
that's what people gotta understand. There's different like I can't be a stand-up comic, but if I'm in a room with a couple guys, I can work off a couple guys. You know what I mean? I could fucking do that, but I can't be no fucking stand-up comic, be up there, stand up there by myself. I'm
Yeah, I
good.
love.
I'm good
Listen, you
work.
know what's the
I'm good
best part
working
about
off
it,
of
Mickey?
people.
This is the way I see it. You see what we're doing right now?
Exactly.
This ain't no different than stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
No, I hear you. I hear you. You just gotta be bold. You gotta have balls enough to go up on stage by yourself and do it. Stand up
I
in
mean,
front
it's
of
it's
people.
really not that hard. I'm the type of person that when I speak, I like people to listen. So going up on stage is not really the hardest part of going
Yeah.
up on stage for me was not
Is
having
remembering?
interaction. No,
Yeah.
remembering is not a problem. See, let me tell you what the
Yeah.
trick to remembering is. All my
Tell
jokes
me.
are true.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Everything,
talk the truth.
everything that I
You
say.
don't gotta
Like
worry about
I got
nothing.
a
Yeah.
joke. I got a joke that says, I was raised in a tough neighborhood, and I know you look at me, you say, "Dan, that's a big guy. He could probably hold his own." But the truth of the matter is, I had a bully growing all the way up to school, like all the way
Yeah.
up through high school, almost to
Yeah.
college, till I moved out of the
Yeah.
neighborhood. And the problem is, she was tough. And then I say, and I lived with her. She was my mom. And
Yeah.
I said, you guys are laughing, but you guys don't know, man. She was a mean Puerto Rican, 4'10", with a mean left hook and a Napoleon complex.
That's it. That
And
Napoleon
and that
complex.
and that joke right there, like I can say it, get heckled along the way, and pick up where
Yeah.
I left off and not lose a beat. Because
Yeah. Because
I
it's
get
yeah.
heckled all the time, and I pick on people all the time. Like I'd be like, all
Yeah.
right, you know what? I don't come down to the fucking gas station and scream at you while you're working. Why the fuck are you yelling at
Mhm.
me now?
That's
I'll
a
say
good
shit
one.
like that, or I'll be like, oh, what do you do for a living? And it always takes them a while to answer. Then I'll say something like,
Yeah.
when the bus opens the door and you get to work, where is it? Like, yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You gotta talk.
I I
I
rem-
clown people all
Mhm.
the time, bro.
I
Yeah.
remember
No, that's
the
cool.
first night I ever did comedy. Uh, Chris Machado went up, and he was funny as fuck. But
Chris Machado.
he fucking this chick was fucking wanting to shut the fuck up, and he just like he was like blah 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 blah. Would you shut the fuck up? And the way
Yeah,
he fucking just did it so good. It was like she was like, you know. I thought it was great. I mean, when I was done, I walked out and like some people shook my hand, but he was one of the people who were pissed off at me. So like, I went up there for 15 minutes. I killed it. I fucking killed it. My first time. But I've had my shit. I'm a trainer. I don't have a set. I tell a different story every time I go up there and shit. You know, and I enjoy it, but wish I could have
Yep,
more
yep,
time
yep.
with that. But it's
Okay.
a good. I do open mics because it's just easier for me to just release, and I don't
Yeah.
have to commit nothing. Uh,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. Having
Well,
fun.
yeah.
You know? That's what it's all about.
Hmm.
Having fun, man. Having fun.
All right. Well,
Oh. All right, man. We're going on an hour and a half. I'm about to hop on off. All
yeah.
right. Um, I liked Freddie Prinze. Yeah, Freddie Prinze. He's been around a long time, right? Freddie Prinze.
Big ass.
Smalls
I hope
drop
you get well
19.
soon. Hope everything works out.
George Carlin was funny, Peggy. Yep. Uh, Big ass 360. I heard you were in the hospital instead or something like that. Hope you're doing
No,
okay. Appreciate everybody coming in. Joe, you got any last thoughts, concerns, questions?
no,
Huh?
I'm good. I'm
No
I'm gonna
comments,
see what.
bitch. No
No, I'm gonna probably
comments.
get off here. It's a Podcastraphy. Thanks for everybody for coming. Uncle
Yeah,
Randy,
that's
good
it.
night to you. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I think is that small?
yeah.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna stay on for a little bit and like hop on with him on his shit and just like
Go hop on his shit. Yeah, go hop on
yeah,
his shit. Yep.
yeah.
Hi,
If he is
peoples.
is
Hold
oh,
on.
he's down.
He's bounced off again. All right.
Okay,
So I'm gonna close this down and you do your thing on their end.
yeah.
What the hell is that? Cool. All
It's
right.
a mood.
Very
We'll
good.
take it easy.
It's a mood. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Look
It's a mood.
forward to hearing more
It
from you guys. Yes. 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 We'll hook up. We'll see. I'll check you out. It's a mood. Isn't that podcast? The other podcast or
yeah.
something?
That's
That's small.
yeah.
That
That's
Smalls
small
does.
is part of that.
Uncle Randy. Good night, sir. Thank you again, Peggy. Thank you. All
Peggy,
right.
always
All right.
thanks for coming.
Good
All
deal.
right,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
podcastrophe,
That's
and
it.
we'll see you next time,
Bam.
right?
Biggity bam.
All right,
Bam.
Mick. I'll talk to you later.
Peace. Just don't. We gotta wait for your process.